this is about as decorated a kickboxer as has come into this division in some time, DC. And if we get a kickboxing match tonight, he ain't losing.
He is a championship-level kickboxer, a guy that can stand in the pocket and trade and kick and punch with anyone. He's constantly throwing things from as close as you can get. He's comfortable throwing leg kicks. He will drive these into your body. But it's the aggressiveness and the ability and willingness to stand in the pocket and trade that makes him truly, truly special. I think that is what separates kickboxing, the high level, from everyone else.
He understands distance as well as any striker in this division. Of course, that is a byproduct of a lifetime of repetitions in the kickboxing space. Still undefeated, here is Khamzat Chimaev making the walk tonight as a middleweight. A lot of people think eventually he's going to be a UFC champion, and he's got a big fight in front of him tonight.
I mean, this guy's a monster, you know, from his mindset to the way that he competes. Khamzat Chimaev is one of those guys that passes the eye test. The moment you laid eyes on him, you said, this kid has something special about him. He has great wrestling, he has great striking, he has great cardio. The guy has it all. And I'm so excited to once again watch him compete and sit here in his seat and call his fight.
The work ethic has never been an issue, perhaps the diet at times when it comes to getting down to 170 pounds, but this man is a problem and ready to impose his will here tonight. Khamzat Chimaev, ready to reward his supporters once again here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Nassourdine Imavov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Khamzat Chimaev.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so here's the French middleweight contender, Nassourdine Imavov, getting back to it as this round gets underway. He's had a lot of big moments in the UFC thus far, and he believes that there are going to be opportunities for him to take advantage of what he perceives to be a grappling edge in this matchup tonight. Oh, punches in bunches as he lands another combination there, really doing a nice job stringing his shots.
He's doing a great job of stringing the shots together and also just mixing up the target and the attacks. Great job finding different places for his strikes to land.
Posture up. Make sure he stays high.
You gotta be careful here.
Lands the grounded pound strike here. We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head.
Oh, he's got the choke.
Oh, it's tight. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it shows in that defense.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man, I feel for a wrestler this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why. There it is, now he's on the mount.
Well, he's more than content to work. Chimaev's got his hand looking for a guillotine choke. Oh, gotta protect your neck. Guillotine choke is locked in. Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll.
Scramble, scramble, scramble.
He's got to start throwing now. Another strike gets through from the top position.
Under 2 minutes now to go, round one.
Nice defense.
Chimaev's in half guard now. Print the shirts, ground and pound. Making all these shots count. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Imavov. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Oh, nasty elbow there. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Dinho.
20 seconds to go. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And now some separation. Chimaev's now dealing with a cheek cut. Round two next. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, well, no surprise to see that eye continue to be targeted. Some replays from the previous round in which a lot of damage was doled out.
Well, the cut man's got some work to do to try to give this kid an opportunity to stay in the fight, because the reality is he has taken far too many shots to the eye, and now he's dealing with a nasty cut. He has got to change something.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway.
Beautiful shot lands to the leg there.
Yet another nice leg kick there by Imavov. Tries to work it into a takedown.
Flying knee lands to the head.
Oh, nice combination there by Chimaev.
One takedown is easy to defend. When you start stringing them together is when guys struggle.
Chimaev's in half guard. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Chimaev's going for that arm triangle. Let's see if he has it. Oh, that is tight. Could be the beginning of the end.
Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
All right, working inside. inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
Found it really early. And when this guy gets into his groove, he is hell on wheels. And right now he is showing why he is such a high-level, high-regarded kickboxer. He is outclassing this guy.
I need you to get control of his wrist.
Oh, right into mount.
Hard elbows, hard elbows.
Come on.
Hey, scramble, get up. Scramble, scramble and get up.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Keep on your side. Hey, you gotta get off your back. You gotta get off your back.
Nice transition. He's got to find a way back to his feet. Massive shot from the top.
And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities. You better protect your neck when you fight this guy because he's got the guillotine locked in. But if he wants to finish, he's got to lock that guard and drive his hips up into his opponent. All these actions, though, these big actions.
Trying to finish this fight. Nassourdine Imavov's in half guard. Oh, good ground and pound here. Another ground and pound strike lands. Chimaev's back in full mount. Oh, great ground strike there, and now blood is a factor.
That was nice. In the half guard. Now he's going full mount.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. Great submission defense on display tonight.
I need you to take your back position now.
Chimaev's in half guard. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round two, definitely...
Oh, it's not bad. He's got to grab him. He's got to recover.
Back to the feet now. 20 seconds left. Oh!
Back and forth we go. These two guys are trading huge shots. Nice leg kick.
Double leg is good.
In a very close round, a takedown like that might be the difference.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. Connection in the right. Oh, uppercut to the head, but it's blocked there by Nassourdine Imavov. Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. Tried to land the punch, but a swing and a miss by Khamzat Chimaev. Pretty good position here with the single collar in the clinch. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Oh, nice ankle pick to get the fight back to the canvas. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Nassourdine Imavov. Nicely done. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Lands with the ground and pound.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the feet.
They may be tired, but that tiredness, that fatigue is warranted. That was a high-level grappling exchange between two phenomenal grapplers.
Well, you got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? He's in a world of trouble now.
They say the straight moves are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the target.
And mixes in a takedown. Why not? Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Getting him out here. He needs to try to get to a half guard at least. At minimum, try to go to half guard.
Imavov ground and pound from half guard now. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
He's really working hard for this guillotine, but he can't blow out his arms. He's got to make sure it's secure if he's going to go 100% to try to get this finish. Oh, man, that was slick.
Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack. And look at the post on the opposite side to give himself the correct space to land these beautiful knees.
Relax, relax. Keep your hands up.
Chimaev gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Takedown defense holds up. Oh, huge knee to the head. He could be in trouble here. Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move. Oh, nice.
Man, looks like he's trying to set records here, landing all of these strikes. He is aggressive to a fault and really has been all night long as he continues to pour it on. Got to be careful here, though, not to gas out.
It got checked.
Closes the distance beautifully. He's got a single collar cut.
Every strike he lands, that cut gets worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse. And he needed to address it a little bit sooner because now that damage is starting to pile up.
All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body.
Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight.
How about those 5 minutes? All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up.
He's ready to go. I want you to go out there.
Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous frame.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to gap wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch it, you see him. You can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut. And it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes longer. Just because he got taken down doesn't mean he ain't gonna punch. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Chimaev's in half guard now. Oh, big shots from the top.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
He cut him. He cut him. So many ground strikes landed that eventually he got him cut.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land. He's trying to land effective strikes.
This is a terrible position.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush. They get nervous. They're like, oh, my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so they can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound with very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Chimaev's eye appears to be closing up by the second. All right, setting up for a submission now. Oh, that's tight. Oh, he got out. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Khamzat Chimaev. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Create a scramble, let's go!
That was a slick transition.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Imavov.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
All right, half guard for him here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
Keep those hips active until you're back in guard.
30 seconds to go in this one. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Well, he lands another strike there, DC, and no surprise, the swelling only getting worse.
It's getting worse. You know, we talked about this very early, how he needed to change something. He hasn't changed it, and now the swelling is starting to get bad.
20 minutes in the can, 5 to go.
Hey, stop.
All right, you're losing this fight, but we have 1 round to turn it around. I need you to push the pace on this guy. Fight like you've never fought before. This is it, your last.
All right, well, defense wins championships, and perhaps he can shore some things up there. Here are some replays from the damaging previous round.
Well, he's got to. He's got to change some things if he doesn't want this cut to get worse. But hats off to his opponent. His opponent found the target. His opponent knew exactly what he wanted to accomplish, and he got it done. He's got to continue down the path in order to make the cut worse.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 5th and final round. All right, DC, here we go with our next round. And how about the ground and pound skills in the previous round? His opponent better make some adjustments or Mom's not going to recognize him.
You're really bad.
Stop it, and he will.
Holy smokes!
What a fight! So what a moment in this man's career. A huge finish in front of a capacity crowd. After party's gonna be on fire. How about it?
I mean, I'm just sitting here stunned because to watch a young athlete have a performance like this was really amazing. The finishing instincts, his ability to close the show, it was next level. It was amazing, John.
Let's go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 17 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, Nassourdine Imavov!
Well, he's smiling ear to ear, and why not after a knockout like that? I need a ticket to the after party tonight.
I mean, this is what dreams are made of. You dream of the knockout like this, and then the party after, where you and all your coaches get to celebrate the great handiwork.